Have you ever held back from opening up to someone because you feared they'd let you down? Fear of trusting others can feel like a heavy chain holding you back from meaningful connections. But what if you could break free and embrace trust again? Trust is the foundation of all human relationships. It allows us to connect, share, and thrive. However, for many, the fear of trusting others becomes a barrier, born out of past betrayals, broken promises, or personal insecurities. This fear not only isolates us but also limits our ability to experience fulfilling relationships. In this guide, we'll explore the roots of this fear and actionable steps to overcome it, paving the way for stronger and healthier connections. What is the fear of trusting others? Fear of trusting others, often referred to as pistanthrophobia, is the deep anxiety or reluctance to rely on people due to a fear of being betrayed, hurt, or disappointed. It can stem from past experiences such as betrayals in romantic relationships, childhood experiences of neglect or inconsistency, workplace situations involving deceit or broken promises. How to overcome the fear of trusting others? Understand the source of your fear. The fear of trusting others often stems from past experiences that have left emotional wounds. These may include betrayals, broken promises, or even neglect from people you once depended on. Taking time to reflect on these experiences is crucial in understanding how they shape your current mindset. For example, if a close friend betrayed your confidence, it might lead to generalizing that no one can be trusted. Journaling about these events can help uncover patterns, triggers, and emotional responses. Start small with trust. Building trust is not an overnight process. It's essential to start small, particularly in low-stakes situations. For instance, you can share a minor, non-critical detail about your day with a colleague or a friend and observe their response. This allows you to test the waters without feeling overly vulnerable. As you see positive outcomes, like respect for your privacy or a genuine interest in your well-being, you can gradually increase the level of trust. This step-by-step approach not only rebuilds your confidence in others but also helps you develop a sense of control over your vulnerability. Separate the past from the present. One of the most challenging aspects of overcoming mistrust is learning not to let past experiences cloud current relationships. If a past partner was unfaithful, for example, it's natural to fear the same behavior in a new partner. However, projecting past pain onto present situations only hinders healthy connections. Mindfulness can be a powerful tool here, helping you stay rooted in the present moment and evaluate people based on their current actions rather than assumptions. By consciously separating past hurts from present interactions, you allow yourself the chance to experience new relationships without unnecessary baggage. Communicate your boundaries. Open communication is a cornerstone of rebuilding trust. Sharing your concerns and boundaries with others helps foster understanding and creates a foundation for trust to grow. For example, you might tell a friend, "I've had trouble trusting people in the past, so it may take me a little longer to open up." Such honesty not only shows vulnerability but also gives others the opportunity to support you in your journey. Clear communication can prevent misunderstandings and help establish a safe environment where trust can flourish over time. Acknowledge that risk is part of trust. Trusting someone always involves a degree of risk, and it's essential to accept this reality. Fear of vulnerability can make trust seem daunting, but reframing trust as a calculated risk can help ease this fear. Think of trust like an investment. It carries risks, but the potential rewards, such as deep connections and emotional support, make it worthwhile. For example, sharing a concern with a friend may feel risky, but their understanding response can strengthen your bond. Embracing this mindset allows you to approach trust with courage and optimism rather than fear. Create a supportive inner circle. Example, spend more time with a friend who always keeps their word rather than someone who constantly disappoints you. Set realistic expectations for trust. Example, a friend might cancel plans once in a while, but it doesn't mean they're unreliable. Build emotional resilience. Example, learn to manage feelings of disappointment or betrayal without letting them control your outlook. Avoid overgeneralization. Example, If a coworker betrayed your trust, remind yourself that it doesn't mean all coworkers are untrustworthy. Practice forgiveness. Example, write a letter to someone who hurt you. You don't need to send it. Learn to handle disappointment. Example, if a friend forgets a promise, it doesn't necessarily mean they're untrustworthy. It could be an oversight. Recognize and celebrate progress. Example, if you open up to someone and they respond kindly, celebrate this as a positive step forward. Focus on self-trust. Rebuilding trust in others often begins with trusting yourself. If you lack confidence in your own judgment, it becomes harder to rely on others. Start by trusting your ability to make sound decisions about who to confide in and how much to share. For example, if you instinctively feel that someone is trustworthy based on their consistent behavior, give yourself permission to act on that intuition. Engaging in activities that boost self-esteem, like setting and achieving small personal goals, can also reinforce your self-trust, laying a solid foundation for trusting others. Join support groups. Connecting with others who share similar struggles can be incredibly empowering. Support groups, whether online or in person, provide a safe space to share your fears, learn from others, and gain new perspectives. For instance, you might join a group focused on emotional growth and recovery, where members share stories of overcoming trust issues. Hearing about others' experiences and progress can inspire you to take steps forward. Additionally, support groups often offer practical advice and coping strategies, making them a valuable resource for rebuilding trust. Build trust through shared experiences. Engaging in shared experiences can be a powerful way to build trust with others. Activities that require teamwork or mutual reliance, such as completing a project, traveling, or participating in a hobby, can help establish a sense of connection and reliability. For example, working on a group assignment with a colleague and witnessing their commitment to the task can demonstrate their dependability. Shared experiences create opportunities to observe others in action, allowing you to assess their trustworthiness while strengthening your bond in a natural and meaningful way. Embrace vulnerability as a strength. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but in reality, it's a cornerstone of building genuine connections. Allowing yourself to be vulnerable with someone shows courage and fosters emotional intimacy. For instance, sharing a personal struggle with a close friend can deepen your bond and allow them to support you in meaningful ways. While vulnerability carries the risk of rejection or hurt, it also opens the door to deeper, more authentic relationships. Embracing vulnerability as a strength enables you to trust others without fear dominating your decisions, paving the way for growth and connection.